Zelda II: The Adventure of Link, according to most gaming critics, the black sheep of the mainline Zelda family. But when I picked it up at a garage sale as a kid, it gave me my first window into a world I've dedicated hundreds, or maybe even thousands of hours to. My family went on a months-long cross-country trip during the summer of 1992. Before that trip, I slugged my way through the Adventure of Link, getting all the way to the final boss, Shadow Link himself. Then, we left, gone for the whole summer. My brother and I left with only our Game Boy to satiate our video game cravings. On that trip, we also cooked up a plan to pool our resources in order to upgrade to the SNES as soon as we got back. Everything went to plan. Soon after, I met my new love. A Link to the Past. Still my favorite game of all time. The NES and all its games got sold to raise funds for God knows what SNES titles. And that save of the Adventure of Link, so close to the end of the game, was forgotten. If you were fond of games like Kid Icarus, Wonder Boy, and The Adventure of Link, then Elliot Quest, developed by Ansamu's Games, may be just the nostalgia dose you're looking for. Elliot Quest takes retro styling to the extreme, making a stripped-down but brilliantly crafted game that really seems like it was developed in 1987. At first glance, the game is so simple looking, it might cause players to shy away from it, but after a few minutes of gameplay, the depth of the world and expertly crafted controls becomes abundantly apparent. You navigate the world as Elliot, a young man who has been cursed by an evil demon and will become a demon himself if he cannot locate the cure. At the beginning, you are limited to running, jumping, and shooting arrows, but the world soon provides you with plenty of items to plus up Elliot's arsenal and abilities. One thing I love about this game is its apparent obscurity. It's hard to find tips, walkthroughs, or maps on the internet. That forces you to explore as you would have in the old days, rather than running to Google every time you get stuck for 5 seconds. Like its greatest spiritual influence, The Adventure of Link, you navigate Elliot through an overworld looking for paths that can be unlocked to access new areas. When you enter overworld locations, the gameplay switches from over-the-top to side-scrolling. In these areas, you will meet a number of unique enemies and platforming hurdles. I tend to play games like this on the slow side, so I got about 20 hours of gameplay out of my conquest of Elliot's Quest. If you're looking for a gaming trip back to the 80s, Elliot Quest will check a lot of boxes for you. And if you can get it on sale like I did, that will translate to hours of fun for pennies an hour.